We are live. We're live and we're starting some new and exciting things. And I am so excited to start new and exciting things with you because, gosh darn it, I have been just struggling and there is no need to struggle. Because guess what? You know, guys, all of you guys, you get an idea, you do the thing. You get an idea, you do the thing. Maybe it was impulsive. It doesn't matter. You've done it. Women, no, which is why we are not so much on YouTube, right? Because we're not doing the thing. Yeah. So there we go. Eileen is here. Hello, Eileen. I'm so excited that you're here. So yeah, we don't tend to do the things, and I am going to do them now. So, are you ready? I'm having all kinds of fun, guys. I am making some new kind of shorts. I'm doing some new kind of things, but court is staying the same. The court videos will stay the same. I'm still bringing you judges. We're even going to go on a trip, potentially to see some judges in the not so far off future. So it's all happening. A little slower than I hoped, but that's okay. But, you know, one of my friends was saying, hey, Jen, what you really like to do is do crafty stuff and bling things out. And for the longest time, I didn't do it here because, you know, a lot of my audience is male, but they're not the ones that come live. So I'm going to do the things I have fun doing live. And I'm going to talk about the things I want to talk about live. And we're going to attract the people that want to come listen to us while we're live. And we're going to have fun with them. So we're going to play games. Eileen, we're going to finish that gift card next time because you know what? We're just doing something completely different. I need a scissors. I need a scissors. And Dave, I'm going to need you to bring me a scissors because I don't have one. All right. I'm going to be doing some AI stuff. I know some people don't like it. I get it, but it's fun. Can I tell you how fun it is? I've made a video of me riding a dragon and flying in the sky and landing in a cloud. And pretty soon I'm going to share it with you. It's fun. You can do anything you want to do. And gosh, isn't that kind of what life's all about? So we're going to start doing all the things here on the Jen Hardy Show. I got a 360 camera. We can go live 360. So when it cools down a little bit, we are going to go to the beach. I didn't today. It was hot. And 9 o'clock is late. You know who hangs out on the beach after dark? Not the kind of people that I want to have on my live. So we didn't do that. But when it cools down, we're going to have some fun over there. I have talked to the person at my local county who is in charge of getting judges and police publicity. And guess what? They're into our channel and they're going to bring some people on. So I'm going to be doing some live interviews locally. That's going to be fun. Going to courthouses, doing all the things that I've been wanting to do and talking about doing. And how are we going to do it? We got a way to do it now. So as soon as I get a scissors, I'm going to start with this stuff. So check this out. This represents the tariffs that we are experiencing right now. Can I tell you? I just got to tell you, okay? Political, schpolitical, I'm going to talk about it for a minute. Because here is the thing, all right? This strip of rhinestones would have been $2.99 5 years ago. $2.99. It's just a sheet of plastic beads. Then, maybe a few years ago, a couple of years ago, would have been $5.99. No big deal. It can be $5.99. Do you know what the retail price of this was in the store last week? It was $17.99. $17.99 for, oh my gosh. Can I tell you something that's ludicrous? And the guy was telling me it's because of tariffs. Now, I'm going to tell you something, okay? I don't care what side of the political fence you're on, and it doesn't matter what side I'm on either. In theory, it sounds really good to make every country pay their way, and of course, everything is equal, yada, yada, yada. In theory, Doge sounded like a great idea too, didn't it? To make everybody cleaned up and take away the excess fat. But, you know, in reality, families lost jobs and homes and food. And in reality, we, need to balance the things that sound good in theory and how they're really going to pan out. So if this is going to be $18, which for me it wasn't, don't worry, I'm not stupid. And also I use coupons like crazy and I have a teacher discount because we've been homeschooling for 26 years. Therefore, everything in my house is part of the school. And also we do broadcasting. So that counts because my kids also broadcast. They're learning. How fun is that? Anyway, guys, that's my soapbox, and I'll get off it right now. It's just frustrating to me, and I don't think it matters, like I said, what side of the fence you're on. I think when it is affecting people and people can't afford food or silly little crafty things to have fun in their life, God forbid, travel or a car, it's time to take a good hard look at what's going on out there. We are going to bring some people on who are talking about what's going on out there. I have got a friend, well, I have somebody I know. I don't know how good of a friend he is. You know how those things are. And he is running for mayor of Atlanta. He's going to come live with me. He is amazing. And I have made friends with the, oh, is it public information officer or something like that for my local county where Sheriff Wayne Ivey is. If you have not seen Sheriff Wayne Ivey, well, you should look him up on YouTube when this is over. Oh, after you give us a like. We need the likes, man. It really helps. So anyway, yeah. So Sheriff Wayne Ivey, he does a thing called the Wheel of Fugitive. Now, if you're a fugitive or running from the law, you're not going to like Sheriff Ivey. But if you're a run-of-the-mill, average, law-abiding citizen, he's hysterical. And I have been wanting to get him on the show for a year, and I now have the person that is going to help me do it. How fun is that? Dave has found me a scissors. You know what? You are so incredible. Who is it on the I don't know, on TV shows when there's somebody that on what was that show? What is that show about the baking? Oh, nailed it. Nailed it. And there's that guy. What's the guy? The gorgeous looking guy? Well, I don't think he's gorgeous, but she treats him like he's gorgeous. What? Wes. You know, she calls Wes to bring her all her stuff. And so, yeah, Dave is my Wes, I guess. And if you haven't seen Nailed It, it doesn't matter if you like to cook or not. It's pretty hysterical. Also, I can't see any chat right now because my iPad says I'm not even live at all. I don't know what's going on with that. And you are over here on another iPad. I can't see that far. So it's true. It is true. Anyway, let's view our channel again. And here's the other thing. Okay, this is an iPad Pro, guys. And I know I've complained about it before. I guess apparently I'm complaining today, and I'm sorry. I don't want to complain. There's no point in getting an iPad Pro. Number one, it's 5 times as heavy as a regular iPad. And the sound is backwards. When you push down, the sound goes up. And when you push up, the sound goes down. I don't know if it's just my iPad, if it's iPad Pros in general. I think it's pretty lame. All right. Anyway, so today it says we're going to do really interesting things. And that means really interesting things to me. Because here's the deal. I have been trying to guess what everybody wants to watch when I go live. And do you know what I realized? If I'm guessing what you all want and you're not telling me and I'm not doing what I want to do, I'm not fun to watch live. I'm boring as crap. And nobody has time for that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about what's really going on. I'm going to be myself. You're going to be yourself. We're going to have a little chat. We're going to have a little fun. And it just went out. My sound went out. All right. Can you hear me now? I'm guessing. Can you hear me now? Oh my God, I'm like a commercial. And I went. Okay, that's fun. That's really attractive. All right, I need a thumbs up, Hardy, if you can hear me. Also, you know what else I need? Mic is low. It was good at first. Okay, I can fix this. Hardy, there is a gold. I need a mic. I need a microphone. All right. If I talk louder, can you hear me better? Can you hear me now? Also, Davidson, I missed your live, and I was really sad about missing your live, by the way. So sad. So I will be there. I have it on my calendar, 3rd Saturday of the month. For those of you who haven't seen it, Davidson's All Natural Gym is the most beautiful YouTube channel that exists.
Is your wireless mics in your purse?
They're in the gold bag, and I don't know where I put it, and it's a mess in here, and there's no finding them right now.
Is it in here or is it in there?
I don't know.
I'll find them.
In one of those gold guest bags. Anyway, all right. It's still really low. All right. The reason is you're on an iPad, you're on my iPad there, and I'm over here. And if I bring you here, you're just going to be super in my face. Although maybe that's not a bad idea because at least you'll be able to hear me. Am I right? And I had the really great microphones that Dave got. Oh my God. Dude, they are so good and so cheap. Except you know what I did? I put them somewhere, and if you could see the rest of this room, it looks all pretty and nice right here. It's not. The rest of the room is not. It's a heinous mess because my ADHD has taken over. It is bad. It is so bad. And apparently it makes me do those things. I don't know. Did Dave find them? No. Don't. I can't watch you go through this stuff. It's too much of a mess.
No, I'm not doing it badly. I promise.
No, you don't can do it. You can't do it badly. There is no badly. It's just a mess. Anyway, all right. So
what I was saying was, we've got some interesting people to be talking to. There's this lady that I talked to today, and guess what? She is a not lawyer. Do you know in Arizona you can be not a lawyer and represent people in court? And I'm not talking about pro se, guys. I'm not talking about pro se. It's actually somebody who's been to law school for a time, got their master's and not their lawyer degree, and then they are allowed to go to court with you. She's going to come on. I don't know. Do I think this is a good idea? I don't know. The people she takes care of, you hear me, but it's still okay. The people that she represents are people that make too much for a public defender, but not enough to pay for an attorney. So they're kind of stuck. And so I guess it's better than nothing, right? But at the same time, what is the advice we give everybody? Juris Doctor, not Juris Doctor. That's right. Thank you. Those are the words. Isn't that wild? So anyway, I just learned about that today, and I thought I would share it with you. And we'll see how that goes when she comes on. I know some of my friends who are attorneys aren't going to be the most, whatever with that. But I mean, what do you guys think? What do you think? Would you do it, or would you, well, I mean, maybe you don't have a choice. Maybe you just need an attorney. I am putting these rhinestones on this mic stand. Look at that. There we go. Is that good? Yeah. That's lined up really good. I had them there, and then they were kind of getting funky, and so I had to get new ones. And these are the new ones. So there we go. Although see, there's this cord up here, and it doesn't have them, but whatever. Anyway, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is going to be fun. And we're going to wrap this thing with them. It just looks, I don't know. It's my thing. Nobody else has it. I like it. I do it. It is what it is. Anyway, what standards are enforced and by whom? Right? I don't know. That's why I'm going to have her on. She can talk all about it. They allow it. Apparently, well, according to her, they allow it in the state of Arizona. We're going to find out. We're going to find out because I'm going to do my research first. B, I'm going to try to get an Arizona attorney also and see. We'll have her come on and talk about it. They don't make what lawyers make, clearly, because they're not lawyers. And of course, the only legal advice I ever get is if you need an attorney, pay for a qualified attorney, guys. Pay for it. If you have to take out a loan or do whatever, you need an attorney. Attorneys, I know they get a bad rap, but when you need one, you need one because they make a huge difference. I'm not going to lie. When I went through child support stuff and everything and went to court and people told me I couldn't talk, I was so mad. I wanted to talk and speak my mind. But now when I watch court, I'm like, shut up. Don't talk and speak your mind. No, what you're saying does not help. We don't know. We don't know. They know because they're better and they've gone to school longer and they know exactly what to say. And they know the judges. That's the thing people don't realize is that every judge has a personality and we could get, oh my gosh, me and you, we could be charged for the same crime in the same county, even in the same state, in the same country. And you know what? We could have totally different sentences depending on the judge, depending on the day, depending on our attorney, or if we're representing ourselves. I mean, we're talking like the difference of going to prison for 20 years or, getting out on parole, like, or probation or whatever. Like, huge differences. Get an attorney. Okay. Other soapbox over. Anyway, yeah. So, Eileen, there's so many questions. I had so many questions when we talked today. But also, we had a very long conversation, and then she had to go, and so I didn't get to ask more questions. But we're going to look them up. Because I don't know. It sounds interesting, doesn't it? I mean, it is good that there is an option, but also you need an attorney. If you're here, will you hit that thumbs up button? It so helps. And but don't hit it twice, because then that just takes it away. Let's see, what else have we got? We have got prizes for our members. Okay, members only third Thursday. The third Thursday of the month, we do a members only. We are going to have a prize for everyone who's there. Now, because of the way laws work with prizes, I have to say that everyone has to be a member at least the day before the third Thursday. So if you are a member before that day and you come to the thing, everybody will get something because I just love prizes. And yeah, we're going to do that. We're also going to give away some memberships and do all that and do more fun member things. The next time I travel, I'm going to have some members only stuff behind the scenes because we're going to do more traveling. We are going to do a lot more traveling, actually. I'm going to North Carolina this month, and I'm going to, where am I going, Dave? I'm going to Colorado. Dave, don't even, yeah, that's going to stress me out.
Yeah, we're going to Colorado.
Colorado in November, and Ohio in January.
This is that new one, huh? No, that's
Yes, that's the new one.
nice looking.
That's the new one. It is nice looking. Would you like it? You can have it.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Would you like to have that for your medical stuff? We got this folder. It's really cool. I think I showed it to you on one of my lives. It's like this file thing, and you can put pens in it. You put your phone in it if your phone was for babies, but I can't put my phone in it because I've got this ridiculously large phone, so I can see things. If you've just stopped by, I am bedazzling my boom arm, as one does, and talking about random stuff in the legal and other realms of the world. And trying to cut through this stuff, which is really weird. All right, because this is a sheet. It's not just strips. Normally, yeah, it is what it is. Also, they had this, hey, Julie, you're here. Woohoo, that is so cool. They have this, like disco. These are actually little rectangles. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh my goodness. So we're gonna bedazzle this, and then I'm gonna work on bedazzling a jacket, because this is what I do. This is what I do. Now, next week, we are going to do a surfboard. We are going to not sand it. I'm not sanding it here live because that's loud, but I'm going to decorate a surfboard, because up here on top of my bookshelves is heinously ugly, and I hate it when the thing is back far. And we're having this event next spring, and the girl at the Crown Plaza where we're having it said, oh my gosh, it would be so cool if you had a surfboard decorated with the logo. So that's what we're gonna do, surfboard. So, but then I was like, well, why am I going to pay someone else to do it? A, that is a lot of money. And B, I've got a Cricut. So we're going to see how that works. And if it's crap, well, then I'll pay somebody else to do it. And they can paint it. I don't think I like this strip here, and I'm going to have to take it off. All right. Although I don't think somebody else is going to fit there. Anyway, okay. So, Northern Georgia Wave at Athens. Oh, Eileen, that's so cool. Oh, and Julie, I would love to go to Australia. I think that would be so much fun. One of my friends lives in Australia, and I think she's going to come here for our event. She has a podcast called A Breath of Fresh Air. You guys, her name is Sandy Kay. Julie, you might have heard of her because she is pretty famous in Australia. It's not in my purse, maybe?
They were in your purse? Because you put them in your purse yesterday.
No, I had it in the backpack yesterday, but I took it out of the backpack. It's the gold guest thing, and it's got the
Where's your backpack?
under the bed in a little black thing on by my nightstand. But you can look in there. It's not there.
But, okay, so where's the big?
So it's a gold bag,
It's a big
and it's got the Insta360 flow and those in it. Oh, good God! Did I put it away? So poor Dave is looking all over the place for this bag. And do you know where it was? Where the cameras go. Because I was being efficient. Now I'm going to have a microphone, and you can hear me better.
What's your battery life on here?
It's fine now. But look at that. He can unplug it without messing up. Northern Georgia.
Works.
Okay, is Northern Georgia by, oh my gosh, South Carolina? Is that what it is? Because I'm going to North Carolina.
Georgia is right north of Florida. In next to
Well, she said Northern Georgia.
Oh, Tennessee and.
But that's right. You border South Carolina? You guys, I'm horrible with geography. You know, our daughter, who is now 16, when she was in kindergarten, of 2020 that wiped everybody out. She emotionally, not physically. She did. Hold on 1 second. Is it on? All right. Is it a magnet? Let's just magnet it. Can you guys hear all the fuzzy stuff? Can you hear me better now? Most American. We are, Julie. We're horrible at geography. Anyway, my daughter did this thing. I don't know. Can you hear me better? Thumbs up if you can hear me better. There's not a light on this thing though. Is there? Okay. Can you go see if you can hear me better? Anyway, during that time when everything was shut down, my daughter was into weather. So, because, neurospicy. So you have these different things that you're excited about. Not really. No, it's not working. All right. Well,
Dave's going to fix it. I love that. Dave, thank you so much for coming back to fix it. Because, yeah, because I get distracted. Anyway, so Harvard had these classes. I don't know if you know this, but it was like $20, $40 something. You could take a Harvard class. And so all these people were taking Harvard classes. I'm talking out of a tin. That sucks. Okay. This is me with my thinking cap on. You heard me better before. Dave, I need you to come back. What are you doing? See, the thing is this. If I get up out of this chair and I go over there, all hell breaks loose.
Okay, you better now.
They can't.
You just lower.
Well, but they can't. They hear me worse. Can you turn it up? Davidson says you can turn it up on there. Well, right. So ironically, I'm sitting in front of this big microphone, and it doesn't work for what our purposes are. We're just blinging it out, which doesn't help.
Now try it. See what that does.
All right, is this better, guys? Tell me that it's better. Please, dear God, tell me that it's better. Here, can I have this thing?
Oh, wow, it sounds better.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, everybody, for being... Oh, that probably killed your ears. I'm sorry. All right. Yes, there we are. Okay, thank you, Dave. You're amazing. You're amazing. All right. And, you know, I can't go live without a tech fail at this point. That's not being negative. That's just the reality of what happens. I don't know why. And you know what? You all keep coming back, and I appreciate the fire out of you. They're saying it's much better.
It is?
Yeah.
They are saying? Good.
They are saying. They are saying, and they don't lie. They'll tell me if it's messed up. I love that about you guys. You'll tell me. So here's a fun fact. I have been wanting to bedazzle things live forever. And people were like, no, you can't bedazzle things live. You have a court channel. But also people said I couldn't have shower thoughts. And I started out with shower thoughts. And they're coming back. Oh my gosh, did I tell you I wrote 4 pages of shower thoughts? 4 pages. I've already done 1,200 and I came up with 4 more pages. Are some of them overlapping? I have no idea, but they sounded new to me. So we're going to go with it. Anyway, and I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to have fun doing it. I mean, look at Davidson. You guys talk about sawmills and all that stuff. And you know what? People come and they listen. Why? A, because they want to learn about sawmills, but B, because you all are just enjoyable to listen to. I know nothing about sawmills. I still listen to your lives, which, as I said, is now on my calendar. Oh, goodness gracious. I can't believe I missed it so many times. I just love listening to you guys talk. You're amazing. Also, did that one guy get a logo? Because he needed a logo. And the one, I mean, I didn't expect him to use the one I did, but it was fun making it up. And, oh my gosh. Speaking of making it up, you guys have to watch. I'm going to put out a short tonight. I'm doing it with this AI that YouTube gave me, this ridiculously incredible AI program. And there's this short, and it's kind of nasty, and it's about, I don't know, sugar on your tongue or something. And the dance is not something I would do. So, but when I heard sugar on your, I love cotton candy. I love it so much. And I was like, dude, I'm going to make cotton candy a person and make it dancing. And that's what I did. And it's going to be funny. So yeah, definitely check that out tonight or tomorrow if you're in bed early tonight, because I think it's going to be funny. Yeah, and I know a lot of people don't like AI, but here's the deal. Guys, it's here. Like we've been using it for the last, gosh, 4 years maybe, before ChatGPT came out. Dave and I have. I mean, not for like, if you watch a video of mine, you are watching me and you are hearing my voice. I don't do the whole clone thing with the voice and whatever, because I feel like you can tell and it's icky and I just want to be myself. And so just so you know, here I do that. You'll know when it's AI because it's things like me riding a dragon or flying in the sky and landing on a cloud or something like that. And then you'll say, oh yeah, that is clearly not Jen. Yes, no, but anyway, so he got 2 logos that night. I don't know which one he's using. Oh, that's awesome. He's using one? That's so cool. What's the name of his channel? Because I want to see which one he picked. That is so awesome. Yeah, because everybody needs a logo. That's important. I love making logos too. I don't know. I'm silly that way. It's the first thing I do when I have an idea for something. I make a logo and a song. Everything has a song. Song's coming out
did I tell you I am putting out an album? It was going to be this month. It's going to be next month because I'm running a little bit behind because I got sick last week. But, and apparently it's possible I had a heart attack on my last trip. Because when I went to the ER for some chest pain 2 weeks ago, they told me I was fine. But when I looked at the results for my ER stay last week, because I had this infection thing, apparently I'd had a heart attack at some point recently. So there you go. I lived to tell about it and didn't even go to the doctor, which probably now I should do. I know. But they didn't think it was important enough to tell me or tell the doctor. So maybe I just move on with my life and, know that I'm a bad mammer jammer. The Kilted Sawyer, it's the green one. Oh, that is so cool. That would be really cool if it was the one I made. I'm not going to lie. Just because I just love doing stuff like that. Yeah, I'll look it up in just a minute. I got to cut this stupid stuff. Anyway, all right. So John, what is going on in the world of, oh my God, how close are you to Ohio? Because I'm going to Ohio and I'm thinking about taking a drive potentially to Michigan. I don't know. Potentially to Michigan. Yeah. And I know Illinois is, in the vicinity. I'm not much of a long driver, but I would love to stop and visit and say hello and grab a cup of coffee. That would be worth several hours of driving to me. Not necessarily at your house if you think that's creepy, but I think it'd be so much fun. But also at your house to see all the stuff, because I think that would be really neat. Yeah, now I'm trying to peel this thing and it doesn't want to be peely, but that's okay. Da-dum. What else? Oh my gosh, there was a lull in the conversation. I have not had a lull all night long. This thing doesn't want to peel and it's very frustrating, probably because I cut the edges off that you're supposed to peel. If you have just stopped by, welcome. We are talking about rhinestones and the justice system and other people's channels and whatever we feel like talking about tonight. So, stop by, say hello, put a little thumbs up for me, and let me know where you're from or something that you like or something nice. I don't know. Anything that you want, because the world is having this epidemic of loneliness, man. And any little bit we can do to let you know that you are not alone, I'm all about it. So definitely here for all the peoples, for sure. Oh my God. I don't know why this is very satisfying though. I have to tell you, it really is. Okay, now, except now I got to cut this thing in a very strange angle. What else is happening? There is so much happening, guys. There's so much, so much. I slept last week. I didn't feel well, so it made me sleep. Nathan is here. Hey, this is so cool. Glamorously Grounded is here. 3 hours west of Ohio and 2 hours south of me. Oh, that is so cool. All right, Davidson, we'll talk. We will definitely talk. I think, yeah. I'll tell you. Oh wait, somebody said something. Looks like you're. Oh, somebody said something. Looks like you're crafting while streaming. I'm making greeting cards while I watch streaming. Oh, Cynthia, that's so cool. I am crafting. I have been wanting to do this, and everybody told me I can't do it because of what my channel's about. And finally, I said, you know what, I'm going to do what I want. People that want to watch court, you watch court. That's great. We've got the court. We've got the, well, I don't have court, but I've got the judges. I'm going to keep the judges. They're staying. How can I let go of that? Voices of Justice podcast. Mwah. I have an opportunity to do things most people don't. I'm not going to let that go. But I'm also going to have some things on this channel that are me. Because you know what? I was never going to be an attorney. That's not me. And so we're going to do some fun things like this. And then we're going to do the other things like that. And yeah, also, I've been collecting costumes because I don't know. They're fun. And guess what? Guess what they had? Guess what got here today? A prisoner costume. Can I tell them who I'm going to have on? I can. Well, I can. I don't like to tell people who I'm going to have on because sometimes people steal them. But also, if they don't come, then I feel bad. But I will tell you. I will tell you all. Just you who are here. So there's some Gen Z creators that I just love. That I just love them so much, and they're so much fun. And one of them, one of the women, her publicist reached out to me to ask if she could come on the show. Well, on my podcast, on my Fabulous Over 50 podcast, and I was like, hey, I can do you one better. You can come on the audio show, but also you could go live with me on the YouTube channel. And so I believe she may be going live. I can't say her name out loud yet, though. Gen X. Did I say Gen Z? Good God. Gen X. Nothing wrong with Gen Z. We've got children. Do you know we have kids in 3 generations? It's true. We have an Alpha, a couple of Gen Zs, and some Millennials. We have 7 children. They were also born, are you ready for this? Across 4 decades. Yes, I know. Try to do the math on that. It's true. And I gave birth to the oldest and the youngest of them. So I actually gave birth to children in 3 generations. I mean, sorry, 3 generations and 4 decades. Yeah, it's nuts. It's our life is it's different. It is definitely different, which is why we have our second channel so we could talk about it. But then we haven't really been talking about it. And Dave stopped going live. Davidson, you got to tell him he needs to go live some more because he's good at it. He's good at it, you guys. Glamorously Grounded, it's our other channel. We're going to start doing more fun stuff. We did a short together. You're a boomer, you're older than, oh, wow, yeah, Eileen, that's so trippy. Oh my gosh. Boomer is actually like a name. I did an interview of Dennis, what is his last name, Dave? Dennis, the actor, Leary. I interviewed Dennis Leary's wife, Ann Leary, and she was talking about how people use boomer as like a bad word. And she said something to the person at the store. And she's like, oh, I'm such a boomer. And they're like, oh my gosh, no, don't say that. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm a boomer. And she's like, oh my gosh, no, like it was this bad word. And Ann's like, it's my generation. Stop. Anyway, so why no lie? Yeah, see, there we go. There we go, David. So you tell him. See, the thing is this is the honest to God thing. Dave needs to go live by himself on that channel. And I think he feels bad about that because I started it for us. The channel's for us, but he needs to go live without me because Dave and I are very different. Clearly, he's not going to be doing this. He builds his Lego and his Technic and does all that. And his live audience loves that. They're not going to want me on there. It's not, we're different, right? So I think it's perfect if he does his thing and then I do my thing. And then, okay, if you haven't seen the short we did yesterday, it's the one about I'm late because of traffic. Oh my gosh. I have so much fun. The trending things, I'm not going to do a lot of the trending things. The thing that the little 12-year-old girls are doing with their little tube top things, I'm not doing that. But the ones that make sense that I think are funny that I can make happen, those I'll do. And I love doing them with Dave because it's just fun. And he's got a great sense of humor. And it's part of why I fell in love with him because he was silly. You were born to, really, the baby boom. Oh my gosh, I know. You know, it's funny, Eileen, because, you know, you were born during the baby boom, and then I was born when there was no babies being born, and then I shut down all the schools. My elementary school shut down. The last year I was there was the last year they were in, and then the middle school I shut down in the middle of me being there. My high school shut down the year before I got there. Do it again? Do what again? Dave, what are you saying? Do again? I don't know. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? 1957. You're not old, Eileen. You're not old. You are not old. You got all this time left. God help us, right? Sometimes it's good to have all this done. Sometimes it's like, oh my God. All right, look, it's coming together. That looks so much better. Last time I didn't even have this thing done. I got to put something here though. What the teenagers do. Oh, do what the teenagers do? Yeah, no, that's not for me. Kids at my son's high school call their elders boomer, meaning they're old fogies. Yeah, exactly. It's like a slam to say somebody's a boomer, which is why I'm doing all the stuff that I'm doing out there. And we're having these, I don't know if you know, but we put on these awards. Oh, Davidson, you're not over 50, I don't think. But if you know anyone who is, so we put on the 50 over 50 podcaster awards this past March. And it's like 46. Oh, okay, there we go. Eileen. I'm sorry. See, I get so distracted. I apologize. We put on the 50 over 50 podcaster awards this past March, and it went really good. We had people flying in from all over the country, and they found out at the last minute. Like somebody bought a ticket in 2 days and came. And so we're going to have it this year at our Wave of Influence Creator Summit. It's going to be on our island at the Crown Plaza. It is all inclusive, the summit is, and the 50 over 50 Creator Awards are going to be there. We are changing it from podcaster to creator, and we're going to have podcasters, YouTubers, and influencers over 50 are going to get the awards. 50 of them. Why 50? It's a lot of people, and I realize that. But the reason is this, because we need to let other people know that aren't over 50. Number one, we can create cool things. Number two, we know the tech, and it's time to be celebrated. Because I think it's great that there's like the 30 under 30, people in the Forbes or whatever, and the 40 under 40. But once you get to 50, nobody wants to celebrate. And gosh darn it, we are going to celebrate because we've made it this far. And for those of you who aren't over 50 and didn't have to have your parents have a commercial to tell them that they had children and to check and see if we were home, that's how we lived. We really did. When you see those things about drinking out of the hose, they're not kidding. They are not kidding. We really did. There were no water bottles. Yeah, if we told our parents that we thought we were dehydrated, they would have laughed really, really hard and sent us back outside. It's just how it went. So, and yes, Cynthia, they do think that they're slamming us when they call us boomers. But you know what? We have survived more than they can even understand, I think. So, it is what it is. All right, now how are we going to put this thing? I don't know. I don't know. I had a different thing last time. So it's going to go, I don't know. Should we just cover it to the bottom? Why not? I don't think it matters. Okay, and then good luck getting it straight. It's going to be fun trying, right? It's going to be fun trying. And I just appreciate you all just being here with me while I just sit and chat. And I have a lot of words, and it's nice for you to listen and give Dave a break from listening. It's a lot of words. And Dave is great. He's a great talker. Don't get me wrong. But it's a lot. I know. And there's a lot going on. So much going on. Have any of you ever published music? Do you know how that goes? Apparently, this is a whole new thing that we're doing, and it requires a lot of work, a lot more work than I realized it did, and but it's going to be fun. Do you know why? Because women my age, they don't do that sort of thing. They don't. I mean, what women that are older are putting out music? Cher and Madonna, and they look like they did 40 years ago. So, oh, Cynthia, good for you. Good for you, Cynthia. They learn, yeah. Yeah. I think, you know what, there needs to be a resurgence in kindness. What do you guys think about that? They do have good surgeons. You know what? And I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, if I had a whole ton of although I wouldn't have facial surgery, my mom had a facelift gone wrong. No, Dave, we're not going to talk about it because it was awful. And because of that, I never would. So I will be aging naturally. And you know what? Talking about it as much as I can. It's not easy, but it's way better than the alternative, guys. Let me tell you what. All these young people who are like, oh, shoot me if I turn a certain age. Are you kidding me? You're not going to think that then. Trust me. Your will to survive will far outweigh your vanity by the time you hit a certain age. Just saying. It really will. So, you think what you want to think now, but it's going to change later. I promise. And people just stopped watching when I said that, but I don't care. It's true. Aging? Yeah. When? Right? Hey, you know what? That's why I have the podcast. Fabulous Over 50. We talk all about all the things because nobody wants to. Nobody wants to. People are starting to. They're starting to now, but I don't know. I don't think enough. And I don't think enough people, I don't think it's fair when the only people they show on, I don't know, like online, on the media, whatever, are the people who have had all the work done. Because then those of us who haven't, let's be honest. I mean, our husbands watch TV and they watch the movies and they look at us and they're like, hey, she's your age, except she looks 40 years younger than you. Well, yeah, but also she's been airbrushed and, whatever, to within an inch of her life. And her face has had a little tucking. And not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that it sets the rest of us up to, look horrible. Also, I don't know if you guys saw Martha Stewart on the front of the Sports Illustrated magazine last year. She did look hot. She looked like she was about 18. Guys, she's in her 80s, though. So, there's that. And yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot, I thought. I kind of draw the line at that one. I don't know. Can we just be a little bit realistic? Just a little bit? Your future is using ChatGPT to pack their exam. Yeah. Oh my God. So, Davidson, check this out. That was loud. I was watching a thing with the president of ChatGPT, the founder of the whatever, and somebody was saying, 5 years from now, what do you predict? Da 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 da. And he's like, well, da da whatever. And she said, what about 10 years? And he goes, if I was a college student graduating 10 years from now, and he said, well, first of all, there is no telling what the future of 10 years from now is like. It's going to be so different. And second of all, why are you assuming there will be college? That's what he said. He doesn't think there's going to be college. So it is crazy. It almost makes you want to start. Yeah, it's just nuts what's going on out there. So yeah. All right, getting this thing straight is going to be crazy. And it's funny because a year ago, 6 months last week, I wouldn't have done this online because I'd be like, oh, I might mess it up. But now I'm like, I don't care if I mess it up in front of anybody. It's just fun having you all with me. Dave never sits with me while I do crafts because, let's be honest, it's boring for him. I don't sit with him while he watches football either, and that's perfectly fine with us. But he's sitting with me now, so how cool is that? Well, okay, with me in the other room, but you know what I mean. But you're all sitting with me. And Davidson, why you're watching me do this, I don't know. But it's fun to have you here. Good Lord. I like that you can reposition this thing a little bit. That's kind of cool. Yeah, can I tell you, it takes a long time to do this stuff, which is why I haven't been able to be doing it. And then I was like, I could do it live. Then I could get my bedazzly stuff done and be with you at the same time. And also, I think I'm going to slap this thing. Football started. Yes, football started. It's so exciting. I did the fantasy football pick, guys. I did it with a group of law tubers, and it was so much fun. And I had no idea what I was doing, and we're going to find out how my team did. So UGA won its first team. Okay, that's awesome. I'm assuming that that's Georgia, because you're Georgia, right? Julie, are you still here? What do you guys, what sport is big? Oh, Tennessee won its first game? Okay. I know I had a friend from Australia. When I worked at AT&T as an operator back in the day, and my boss was from Australia. And she said when she came here, she was so excited because the guys were on the football field and they were running around and they were so muscular, and she couldn't believe how muscular the Americans were. And then she found out that they weren't. It was just the padding, and she was so disappointed because apparently, yeah, she didn't know. So anyway, University of Georgia, very cool. I don't think I'm ever going to get this thing on here straight. I think I'm going to have to judge it by the bottom, maybe. I think that's too high. I don't know. How boring is this to watch me place this and replace it? I don't know. Probably kind of. Georgia played Long Island, Tennessee played Syracuse. Okay, there we go. See? See, now we got the crafting and the football. It's all coming together. Oh my God, you guys. This is not forgiving. Can I tell you? It is not forgiving at all. But it's going to look darn good once it's on. And I like it. And it's a conversation starter when I do interviews, which I have not been doing very many of lately, and I really need to get back to that, because that makes a big difference. The Cubbies are in the 9th inning. Oh, I got to tell you, I don't know if you know this, but I was born in Chicago. Dave and I were born in Chicago, like one town apart, a few years apart. I am older, that's true. But I am a Cubs fan for sure. Guys, look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. And you got to be here with me and be part of that. That's probably not as thrilling for you as it is for me. I'm going to also bedazzle this thing. But there we go. We're getting there. We are getting there. We might not even use the other thing right now. We might just have to wait and do the other thing later. And that's okay. Because, you know, we can do what we want, actually. And then Thursday, well, we're going to do more of the same thing Thursday. We're just going to chit chat Thursday, and I'm going to bedazzle this jackety thing that I have. Oh, I'll tell you what is coming up because this is exciting. In October, I have 3 live events that I'm going to do, 2 of them for charity. Cubbies are in the playoffs. What? Oh, that's so cool. Okay. I love, you gotta, how can you not root for the Cubs? Anyway, okay, October. So the beginning of October, I'm going to do this thing. So I met the lady in the Dillard's Intimates department. Yes, we're going to be filming with bras, live streaming. We're going to be doing, the first one is this girlfriend's party. This is going to be a girls thing, although some guys, you know, I don't know, whatever. And they're going to have all these different things. They play bra pong and do all this stuff. It's a whole weird thing. Well, we're talking about the Cubs playing, and then we're talking about bras. But also, it's really good. This lady is really good about educating people about their body. And her thing is, you don't need a new body, you just need a new bra. So there we go. But at that same Dillard's in the Intimates department, at the end of October, they're having a breast cancer awareness thing. So I'll be there most of the day one day. And also in October, I'm going to be at a 5K. There's a food bank near me, and they reached out and asked if we would help publicize their event. And how could you not? So we're going to do that. And she is somebody that works with nonprofits, and we are starting a nonprofit. So she's going to help me, and I'm going to help her, and it's just going to be a win-win all the way around. So I'm very excited about that. I'd watch the Cubbies for a Klondike bar. That's funny. Yeah. So for those of you who haven't heard, our nonprofit is the Hardy Impact Foundation, and we are approved by the state and working on the federal side. And we do 2 things. One is that we help broadcasting students get the equipment they need to broadcast. And the second, and what I would say would be the more important thing, is that we give children hearing aids so they can hear what's been broadcast. Because did you know that not all insurance covers hearing aids for children or anybody, which means that if there are children that don't qualify for federal programs, but their insurance doesn't cover it, they just don't hear. And I just don't think that's right. So we're going to help fill in the gap if we can. That's the plan, Stan. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're waiting for. And we're hoping to have that done by our event so that when people fly in, they can contribute to that and help because, yeah, how can you say no to that? And it's going to be really fun, I think, to be part of it. We got the local children's hospital willing to work with us and everything, and they're going to help us find some kiddos that legitimately need the things, because that's the other thing, right? And so we do have a place to do that. So that is going to be really, really fun. And yeah, so let's see what else. Well, we're doing this thing at the Crown here, like I said, on our island, and we're going to have some influencers from around Florida come down there for a day. We're going to film a bunch of shorts and stuff. We'll go live with them. They're incredible. They have huge channels. They're absolutely gorgeous, much younger than me. And we're just going to have a great day down there at the beach doing some stuff, and then showing you all what's coming with the event. For those of you who aren't creators, that's okay, because you can just kind of live vicariously and watch, I don't know, whatever they're doing, because they're really fun to, yeah, I don't know. They do really cool stuff. So anyway, some of them are gaming, some of them are more like vloggers or whatever, but all of them are just really good people. Speaking of good people, guess what? Guess what? Guess what you helped me do? We raised $550,000, oh, not thousand. We raised, my group, $550 for the Team Water group. How cool is that? The Mr. Beast Mark Rober thing, $550. That's a lot. I feel like that's a lot. I mean, as a group altogether, we raised $40 million. But you know, Mr. Beast went on live yesterday to finish up the last of the donations, and he got $1,000 an hour. So, you know, of course that wrapped it up, and then somebody kicked in $500,000 somewhere in the middle of there. But yeah, so I thought that was really nice. So thank you everybody who did that. Dave, a lot of the money that we made was through playing that game. So thank you to you for playing the video game. That's not something I normally say, but I'm saying it now. Oh, can we go around the top? Not really. We could put one line around the top though. What do you think? I think I'm gonna. All right. And What else? What's going on with you guys? What is there anything I can do to support you or anything in your walk on this planet? Because I am so here for that. I don't know. I mean, I don't live close to you probably or whatever, but is there a way that I can support you? Or if you have a channel or a something, or you're writing a book or whatever, I would be more than happy to subscribe or check it out or buy the book, do the thing to let you know that I support you. So always, let me know what's happening. And yeah, we'll do that. Okay. This is the last little bit of this, I think. I don't know how we could possibly fit more on it, to be honest. It is very time consuming. There we go. And yet, well worth it. For the right person, clearly, not for Dave. Or for Davidson. I don't think either one of you would do this. It does feel good now, though. That's pretty cool. All right. I have so many more things I want to put these things on. We used up half the package. I'm pretty impressed. All right. Well, dang, what time is it? I don't even, it's 10:15. Have we been going live for an hour already? It's been almost an hour? That's crazy. That's crazy. It was really crazy that I went online. I went live, and my streaming software told me I was live, and guess what? I wasn't live. I was talking to y'all for 8 minutes, but it was really by myself. So that's okay. Thank you for being here while we did this and for being amazing. I'm not hanging up yet, though, because I'm going to finish a couple of pieces or whatever. And so if you want to stick around, stick around. And if you need to go because it's 10 o'clock Eastern, then you need to go. You do whatever. Time does fly. I know. Because you know what? I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I've been wanting to do. This is what I should have done a long time ago. It's not court. It's not. But you know what? It's fun for me. And court is still here. So it is not going anywhere. We're going to put the second part of McBurney out this week. And then Judge Mosley, who is now Dr. Mosley and no longer Judge Mosley. He was the only that we know of state and federal judge who became a state and federal prisoner who was facing 120 years in jail. So he's going to tell that story, and he told it to me, and then now I'm going to share it with you. And I think it's fascinating. He's 81. He is 81 years old. So you may look at it and you may think, Jen, why is he sitting like he is where he is on the screen? Well, that's because getting him to do something guys, it wasn't easy, can I tell you? It wasn't easy. He's 81, but he's got a story that only he can tell, and I really wanted you to hear it. Number one, it's an interesting story because he's been a judge and a prisoner. But aside from that, I think it's a redemption story. And, everybody does things that they're not proud of. And he has come back from it. Clearly, he didn't spend 120 years in prison and lived to tell the tale. And the tale is a lot, guys. The tale is a lot. His time in prisoner. Well, I will tell you something. Since you're here, I'll give you a little teaser. This guy that I interviewed, he was a judge. And he sentenced murderers to life in prison and then was incarcerated in that prison with them. So you can imagine how that was for him. It wasn't pleasant. But like I said, he's here to tell the story. He's doing good things. And like I would say, I am happy to interview people that have been in prison. I think they have stories that need to be told, as long as they're doing good things now. I mean, I'm not interviewing somebody who is, well, I won't say never, but because you never know. But in general, we're only going to bring you the people that are doing good things now. I'm certainly not promoting, people who are doing things that are not good. But like the prison professor, he's incredible. I mean, he is incredible. And he was here. And then Justin Paperny, he was pretty cool. He's done some great things. So, and if we don't support the people that are doing good things when they get out, and they don't have any opportunity to do anything positive when they get out, what are they going to do? They're going to not do positive things, right? So we got to give them a chance. That's my thought. You can agree or disagree, but I really do think we need to give them a chance. And, you know, and then if they mess it up, well, then they mess it up. I mean, I'm not going to give them my money to invest. I'm not saying that. But they do have to have some opportunities because, yeah. So, and they got to have hope. So, Cubs win. That is so cool, Davidson. Oh my gosh, the Cubs win. That is awesome. That is really awesome. Oh, I wish I had my sound thing. All right, we're going to get my mixer hooked up over there, and then we're going to have sound effects. That's what we're missing, is the sound effects. Now, although, wait, hold on. I can't even see the sound effects. That's the problem. Seriously. Yeah, because right now what you guys are hearing is this. I don't know if you can even hear it. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's for the Cubs winning. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it or not, but that was applause. Because, you know, yeah. We also have, nope. There we go. You can't hear it? Oh, that sucks. That's the thing about this microphone. It's a really good microphone, but it blocks everything out. Kind of annoying. Okay. There we go. Y'all, thank you. It's done. This thing has been bedazzled within an inch of its life. There's no more I can do to it. You have stayed for more than an hour, and I love you. Mwah! You're amazing. And, you know, we're just going to have a bunch more fun like this on Thursday. Third Thursday is going to be the members only. You have to be a member the day before, and everybody who shows up at that one is going to get a prize at that live, and it's going to be amazing. And also, I love the fact that my husband is my moderator. He's amazing too. So thank you, everybody. I love you. Mwah! And I have to get up to end this live because you're over there and I'm over here. And I have this little remote. I got to show you. Oh my God. Can I show you? No, I can't show you because I've hidden it. I have this little thing. It's a little remote, and we're going to use that next time. All right. So I love you. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday and Thursday, and I will see you Thursday night. And we're going to have lots more sparkly fun on Thursday. Bye. Mwah.